Yo, let me show you how I printed this 100% cotton t-shirt from home. What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today we're gonna be talking all about the Sawgrass SG500 VersiFlex printer on 100% cotton t-shirts. This right here was printed from the Sawgrass printer with the VersiFlex inks. This is a 100% cotton t-shirt. This is a American Apparel 1301 shirt that's been washed over 20 times. So once again, this is a 100% cotton t-shirt that was printed with the Sawgrass SG500 with the VersiFlex inks, printed onto this t-shirt and then washed and dried in the machine over 20 times. And this is what it looks like. Now, before we get into the wash test results, let me tell you this. I got the Sawgrass machine a few weeks ago. The very first print that I put through this was my logo onto a t-shirt to see how it worked. And before I posted the video, I wanted to do a wash test result to really give you my full in-depth review on what I think about this thing for t-shirts. The video I posted prior was on tote bags, and it works perfect on tote bags. But I wanted to see what this thing looks like on t-shirts because for myself, you guys already know I sell and print on t-shirts. This channel is built around t-shirts, so I wanted to give you the full review for t-shirts. Now, the first caveat that I will give you is this printer only works with light colored t-shirts. There is no white ink in this printer, so it only works on white t-shirts, heather gray, tan, light pink, light yellow, light blue, light colored t-shirts because there is no white ink. So dark t-shirts, this won't work with it. But when it comes to actually getting to print on 100% cotton, that's where this thing shines. If you guys already know, your standard sublimation printers do not print onto cotton anything. True sublimation is dyeing the fabric. It's called dye sublimation, and it only works with 100% white polyester or light colored polyester, but for the best results, white polyester is where it's at for traditional sublimation. This is a sublimation printer, but these VersiFlex inks are made for cotton. You can still do your traditional sublimation stuff. You wanted to do tumblers, wood, hard surfaces, the regular things that you already sublimate on. This printer will still work with these inks on those traditional blanks that are made for sublimation. The upside to having the VersiFlex inks is you can print onto cotton now. So I'm gonna show you the very first video that I filmed with this printer, printing out this transfer and actually pressing it onto the t-shirt and all that good stuff. And then I'll show you what the actual wash test results look like. I'll give you a close-up of it so you can see what everything looks like. 8.5 by 11, 300 DPI. Going down here, we have it flipped to landscape. I have it set to adjust for light colors because when I click this little eye, it says if there's gradients or anything in there, it helps optimize it for the VersiFlex product. There's a little bit of a gradient behind here and a little bit in the eyes and stuff, so I just clicked it. It's mirrored, so then it's going to print backwards, so I could press it onto the t-shirt. Product, you have a full list of things: acrylic, ceramic,
cotton, felt, glass, MDF, metal, neoprene, polyester, slate, stainless steel, sublimation, heat transfer, vinyl, uncoated wood, vegan leather.
There's a bunch of stuff. We're selecting cotton because we're printing on a cotton t-shirt. Media size is letter, that's 8.5 by 11. Print quality, high quality. VersiFlex Light is the media type, that's the paper we're using. It's coming out of tray 1. Let's see what happens if we send it now. And print. So let's see what this print actually looks like. I'm gonna try to move the camera a little closer. We're just printing out basically my logo on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. We have it mirrored. And we're gonna take it over to the heat press and then print it on a shirt. So here's what the print looks like. Now let's go take it to the heat press. I have my heat press set up to 375 degrees. We're using American Apparel heavyweight cotton. Just to show you, this is an old 1301 2X t-shirt. I'm gonna pre-press the t-shirt, get this thing smoothed out, and then we're gonna press this thing down. So here goes the transfer. Put it down right there. Like I said, 375 degrees, 30 seconds. And I don't know if this is a hot peel or a cold peel, but we'll check it out. Done. I don't know if I'm supposed to let this thing cool down or if I could just peel it up. So let's just try it out. There it is. All right, here goes my logo printed off of the Sawgrass VersiFlex printer. This thing is in the shirt. Print feels good. It's in there. The text, the beveling in the text. Like I said, I don't know if this is supposed to be a hot peel or a cold peel. Crazy. Now let's give it a stretch test. All right, here's the logo. Once again, this is on a cotton t-shirt, old 1301. There's the print. Here's the stretch. And the close-up. There it goes. First print off of the VersiFlex by Sawgrass on a cotton t-shirt. So it's like Sublimation, but on a 100% cotton t-shirt with their new ink formula that they have. Not bad, especially for the first test. You can see the triangles inside my logo. The browns and tans look good. Brown in the eyes. Little tattoo came out cool. Once again, there's no white ink on this, so it's the white t-shirt showing through. But within the beveling, you can kind of see the shadows and stuff, which is dope. There you go. Here's a little comparison. This is the logo on a sticker. Here's the logo on the t-shirt. Once again, it's not a, it's like in the material. This is what the transfer paper looked like also. So it just transferred over the ink only. All right, now that you've seen that, you got a chance to see how I printed these transfers, how I pressed it on, the printer I used, all that good stuff. This is what it looks like after it's been washed, I think 21 times. I might be wrong. It might be 22, but I know it's over 20. If you watched my live stream last week, you've seen when I was at 11 washes. This is what it's like at 21 washes. Just to show you there ain't no smoke and mirrors, this is the same exact t-shirt. American Apparel 1301 2X. There's the design. Trying to make sure the light is catching it. Here's me stretching it just like I did when I first pressed it. There's the design. The only thing I really did notice is, let me try to get up close here. See right here by the nose, there's that little white dot. When I first pressed this, I didn't lint roll the shirt and there was a little piece of lint under the ink. So then that's what left that little white dot right there. So if you watch the video back and you notice that white dot after I pressed it, there it is. And that was mainly because I didn't lint roll the shirt and there's a little piece of lint there when I pressed over it. Close up of the beveling. Close up of that gradient around here. Gradient in the eyes. There it is. So again, here's a close up of the stretch. We'll stretch it from the top too. There it is. And once again, this t-shirt was machine washed, machine dried over 20 times. this is the results. Now, who do I think this printer's for? And should you invest into this printer? I'll tell you like this, if your business is built around sublimation, like you already have a sublimation printer, you sublimate on stuff, that's perfectly fine. If you're somebody that wanted to get into sublimation, but also wanted the option to do t-shirts, this is where I think this printer would fit that need. Does that mean you have some other printer, dump it and go buy this one? No. If it doesn't make a good business justification for you, don't do that. If you were looking for the option to print on 100% cotton t-shirts, and once again, light colored 100% cotton t-shirts, this would be a good option for you. Everybody wants to be able to print transfers from home. I don't know why, but that's everybody's dream, is to be able to print from home and press from home. And if that's what you want to do, cool. That's where this printer really shines. Where I'm going to use this printer is mainly tote bags and kid shirts. To me, that's where this printer shines. Youth shirts, baby onesies, baby bibs, women's shirts, because of how it stretches. That to me is where this printer right here would really, really shine. Most baby onesies come in white anyways. So being able to print little designs on an 8.5 by 11, bang out onesies all day long, easy money. If I wanted to do women's shirts, women's tube tops, women's tank tops, halter tops, racerback tank tops, and just women's shirts in general, I never do big prints on women's stuff anyways. So being able to use the 8.5 by 11, like this was printed off an 8.5 by 11 shirt. And this is a big print. Printing something this big on a women's shirt doesn't look good. So I'd be able to knock out women's stuff all day long. It stretches really good, it's in the fabric, and it washes well. And to me, with this printer, the softer the material, the better. This is regular jersey cotton. This is a 1301, this is standard jersey cotton right here, and a little rough to the touch. On a ring spun cotton t-shirt or AS color t-shirt with this printer, easy call. So women's crop tops, you could just buy a bunch of white ones and just start banging them out with this printer. Custom one-off shirts, stuff like that. You can make money with this thing all day long. And if you still wanted to do your tumblers and your hard surfaces and the regular stuff that you sublimate on, this printer can still do it. So do I recommend this printer? Yes. Is it for everybody? No. This printer doesn't break the bank. I think right now, while I'm making this video, I think it's like $600 for the printer and the ink setup. I'll leave the link for you so you can check it out for yourself. But at $600 for the whole system, that's not a problem. And if you know how to use it to make some money, like I said, if you already know who your target audience would be having this printer, that printer be paid off in a month. And just for some simple numbers for myself, when I really used to do custom t-shirts, I used to charge $30 to $40 for custom shirts. That's when I had a DTG printer. That's also when I had my own DTF printer. When I was doing custom one-off shirts, they were always $30 to $40, $50 to $60 if it was a rush job. If I had this back then, I'd be making a ton of money, especially when I was doing DTG, because I hated using the white ink in my DTG printer. So towards the later years of having the DTG printer, I only offered light colors anyways, because I didn't want to run the white ink. So I was using AS Color Classic white t-shirts with my DTG printer, and one-off shirts in my area, I was selling them for $30, $40. If I had this printer, easy call. $600, I'd be knocking this thing down way easier than having a big expensive DTG printer. When you break the numbers down, it makes more sense. So if you wanted to check it out, I'll leave the link for you guys in the description box. If you were thinking about options to print from home and you wanted to do sublimation and print on t-shirts, this is where it would be at. Print feels good, it holds up in the wash, application is pretty easy, and you have the ability to do it from home. It's not breaking the bank, but you would be able to turn a profit with it. So if you have any questions about anything I talked about or shown in this video, please leave it in the comments for me. And if you wanted to, follow me on Instagram, BigBrandoTV. That's where you're gonna see me using this printer more, see some of the things I'm gonna be making with it, and just some more of my day-to-day stuff, all right? Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.